Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to Craft Spot. This is where I share my crafting adventure, and when we wander down a path, I like to show you some new products, some different things that maybe you haven't noticed in the catalog, or some products you haven't tried or played with, give you a little bit closer look, a little bit of almost hands-on. My hands, anyway, my hands will be on the product. And today I'm going to do just that. I'm going to show you some designer series paper that is part of the online exclusive products. So these are sometimes things that people don't always see because they are only online. So it's always nice to be told that they exist and to see them. So that's what we're going to do today. So welcome. If you are here joining me, do say hello. Let me know that you have stopped in and, you know, what you're up to, how your day is going. It's a beautiful day here. Hopefully it's been a beautiful day where you are. Hopefully you're having a great day. It is, many of you know, fall is not my favorite season because fall leads to winter and winter leads to cold, and then even as a skier, it's still not my favorite season. But anyway, I have to say, driving to the cottage today, the color, the leaves, it really is beautiful. It's a beautiful country that we have, beautiful province that I live in, and the colors were spectacular. The sun was out, which always makes the colors look even brighter and bolder, and then I found with your sunglasses on too, it just makes them all look really really deep and vibrant. Anyway, it was lovely, and the weather has been really, really nice. So I guess I should be happy for that, right? Grateful and thankful that we've had nice sunny days, and we have had a nice fall so far. So although really fall's only a few days old, it was summer up until just a few days ago, but anyway, I'm taking the warm weather where I can get it. So let's flip this down and actually a couple things. What do I need to tell you about before I get to that? Lots of events on the calendar as we get into fall and we get into some schedules and some routines. I have a Christmas Stamp-A-Stack coming up, and I've done that in Markham for many, many years, and I'm doing it again in November. November 11th. Yes, that's it. I should remember because it is Remembrance Day, and but it won't be in the morning. So if you are involved in Remembrance Day services and things, you will still be able to do that. We will start around 1 o'clock. So if you are anywhere GTA or near Markham at all, or want to go for a little drive, join me, please. I would love to have you come and craft with us. We will make 16 cards that day, so get your Christmas crafting off to a great start. And this year, as well, something new I'm going to try. I'm going to do a Stamp-A-Stack in Wasaga Beach. So I will do it at my craft studio in Wasaga. And that will be in October, the 21st of October. So I will get flyers out about that. But if you're watching this, you're the first to know because I haven't shared it anywhere yet. I haven't done any marketing for it. So we'll see how it goes. But I am going to offer the exact same Stamp-A-Stack. So 16 cards again. So you can get your Christmas crafting off to a great start. And I'm also going to offer a to-go package. A few years ago when COVID hit, we had no option other than to do the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack as a to-go package. And it was different, but it worked out just fine. We used a kit, so everyone had the same stamp set, and then I added on extra cards. So this one will be just my regular kit for my Stamp-A-Stack. Now I do use a number of Christmas stamp sets when I do my Stamp-A-Stack. You don't have to own them all, though. You can use whatever you have in your stash. So you will get all the paper product, all the designer series paper, the envelopes, the embellishments, all the die cuts, everything you need except for stamps and ink. I cannot stamp images. That goes against Stampin' Up's policy. So you will have to do the stamping, but that's half the fun, right? So you can use anything you have in your stash, or you can use some of the Christmas stamp sets that are out in the catalog if that's what you'd like to do. And you can add those onto your kit if you want, and we'll get those out to you. But those details are for another day. So for now, just know that it's coming. There's a Wasaga Beach version and a to-go version. So that's new and exciting for this season. So, and if you have not registered for my girls getaway weekend, November 17th to 19th, you need to get on that right away. That is going to be an awesome weekend. Awesome, awesome. It's a fantastic venue, and it's just a weekend of relaxing and chatting and friendship and making new friends and crafting. And some people like to nap. Some people like to go for walks. You don't have to do paper crafting. You can do any handicraft that you do. You know, it's open for anything, and you can just come and read a book if that's what brings you joy. Just do what brings you joy, but come and hang out with other women and enjoy a weekend where you don't have to do any cooking, you don't have to do any dishes. It's just all about doing what makes your heart sing. So that's in November, and if you need more details, you can find them in all of my emails or on social media, or just message me and I'll make sure you have everything you need. Okay, time to craft. Good grief, let's get to it. So here we have the translucent florals stamp set. This is in the fall mini catalog, and it is a lovely stamp set. I have used it a little bit. I believe I have shown it here once or twice. We did some things with vellum. The sentiment's falling out, and you can see I have just a few vellum pieces in here that didn't get used on previous projects. You ever do that? Do you ever cut things and then you don't use them for your project? So here's today's tip. This is the little plastic cover that the dimensionals come in, and I save these because they're just a nice little size, and they hold any bits and pieces that you have cut that coordinate with the stamp set, so that when you're using it the next time, you can go, oh, I have these. Or if you're in a hurry to get a card made, you're like, okay, what pieces do I have ready to go? And you can see them and you can get right at it. So just a great way. And then things don't go to waste because they are right there and you can see them and you think to use them. So it's a wonderful way to just keep them together. So that's today's tip. I'm just going to put this on here, but it's just a little, let's go one bigger so that it doesn't just get it all. There we go. And that block. So I've just put some of these stamp sets on here. I don't know, let's see. Oh, happy birthday. Wishing you all the happiness in the world. Those are some lovely sentiments. You're the best. That could work as well. Now I don't know what to use. Congratulations is good too. I think I will leave congratulations out. And I don't know if I want any of these smaller stamps or not yet. I haven't quite decided. I might use this little guy actually for the center of some flowers. Sure. Okay, we need more blocks. Here. So just, you know, fair warning, this is a true craft spot in that I am showing you something, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I just knew I wanted to use this stamp set, and I will show you why in just a second. Straight. We'll get all these ready, and then we won't need them. It's not how it goes. You're prepared. You don't need these things. I don't know what. We'll figure that out as we wander down the path. But here, let me move these things out of the way, because here is what I wanted to make sure you saw. This stamp set actually is part of a bundle. These are the dies, so that cuts out the leaves, and then these cut out the two larger flowers. And then these pieces will make flowers when you overlap them, and there's some leaves. This is one of the stamps, and then there's some centers for some flowers. So there's lots and lots of things in here that you can play with to create, and that is a bundle. So if you are interested in both the stamps and the dies, you can save 10%. Purchase both together. But here is what I wanted to show you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And we're starting slow, folks. It gets better, I think. I mean, this is lovely, but it does get better. This is new designer series paper available online. It is an online exclusive. So you won't see it in a catalog, but you can order it anytime you want. It's available. It's so pretty. Look at those flowers. Isn't it lovely? And so we start small, and then we get a little bit bigger, and then we get a little bit bigger. Look at these. Look at the, just, I love the shading on these flowers. It's just, and the stamps do that as well. They are, what's the word? One's that, distinctive. That's what they are called. I wonder why it doesn't say that. I thought it used to tell you. But what it means is that this shading is built right in to the rubber. Don't ask me how they do it. It's magic. Stampin' Up! Magic. There you go. But anyway, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the colors in there. So pretty. And here's the biggest one. I'm thinking you could even just kind of sort of fussy cut this, plunk it onto something. Boom. There's a card. Like, that's just lovely. And then the backs are also wonderful. Typical backs, just sort of a mottled, marbled kind of look, single color, just different shading, but it would be, you know, great for your cards. So that is the designer series paper. This doesn't show up with a lot of color. This is Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, Calypso Coral, Parakeet Party, Berry Burst, and Fresh Freesia. And those are the colors that are used in the front as well. So beautiful paper. I don't know where to start. And you know what? I pulled out card bases. I pulled out paper. I got the dies. I have my trimmer. I thought I was ready to go. I don't have any paper to stamp on. So we will just grab some. One moment, please. Okay. I think I have mentioned this before. The beauty of being at the cottage, when you realize you don't have something that you need for what you're going to do, it's not very far away, because I do not have a huge craft studio here at the cottage, which is probably a good thing. Like, can you imagine? Because we all know that our things expand to fill the space that we have. So it can be dangerous. Yes. Okay, so these are a little bit too wide for, I just have my mini cut and emboss handy. So I'm just going to cut this down a little bit so that it will fit through. Some of this, don't know how much I'll need, but it'd be nice if I could bring it. Okay, that will get us started at least. And then we can figure out where we go from there. Okay, so do you remember all those? Oh, there is also bubble bath in here. So there's bubble bath and Parakeet Party. And I didn't get, can you tell? I did not get my, there's Pretty Peacock. I don't know that I'm going to use that one today. That wasn't in my plan, but you never know. Lemon Lolly is also in there, but I don't think I'm going to use that ink. But we also need, what do we have? We need Berry Burst and maybe black this in there. And somewhere I should have fresh freesia. Maybe in a little one. I didn't see it. Do I don't have it out? Do I? No. Okay. Fresh freesia. Looked at it and missed it. Okay, that should be enough. That'll get us going anyway. And maybe I will use some Pretty Peacock. The creative juices are starting. So if you're ever, you don't know what to do and you're just kind of trying to figure things out, get out colors, get out stamps, just kind of roll around in things for a minute or two, and so many times an idea will just come to you. So I'm just going to stamp this down on here, and I'm just stamping these things anywhere because we will cut them out. And I don't know how many cards we will actually get made today, but we'll get some pieces made so you can see things and how they go. So look at that. That is fun. That kind of gives me an idea. So I am going to clean this. I should actually gear up my big cleaner. This is can you tell it's cottage stuff? This is where the old, the tired, the broken go. So the pads on this are still perfectly good. It cleans really well, but the hinge is broken. So but it still works. So guess what? It goes to the cottage because that's where the old and tired and broken things go, right? It's all good. Okay, so here's my thought, and I need a sponge dauber, which is somewhere. See, I'm working on the fly here, folks. I warned you. Okay, so this time I am going to take my Parakeet Party ink and I am going to ink my stamp. Oh, this one's very juicy. Okay, so, and then I am going to grab my Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock, where are you? Here we go, Pretty Peacock. Sponge dauber. Okay, Pretty Peacock sponge dauber. And I'm going to come in with my Pretty Peacock ink. And I'm just going to add some color. We'll make it dark. Enough, perhaps? We'll see. We'll know what now. Depending how long it takes you to do all that, sometimes you want to huff on your stamp just to make sure it's nice and moist. So the warmth of your breath will moisten that up. And then we'll stamp it down and we'll see what we get. I think this might look, almost a little bit like the designers of this paper. Look at that. Oh, that is so much fun. I want to do that with some of these flowers because I think that will be lovely as well. Okay, so now we have a couple leaves. I don't know how many we need because I don't know what we're making. But we'll stop there for now because now I want to try that same thing with the flower. So the only thing you need to remember when you're doing this is that you do need to do your light color first and then go over it with your dark color. Otherwise, you will get dark ink into your light ink pad because you noticed I went into my ink pad and onto my stamp and then back in. So I would have picked up some of that Parakeet Party ink as I did that. But when you're going back into Pretty Peacock, which is considerably darker, you don't notice it. And it's not a lot, so it's not the end of the world, but it's a little bit more than you would want if it was a color that you could really see. So, okay, so Berry Burst is a relatively new returning color. And of course, I do not have, oh, maybe where are my purples? I don't see any purples in here. Purples must be in the other box. Let's take a look. Maybe I do. Fresh Freesia. No, that's not enough. Blackberry Bliss, that's very dark, so that would work. Oasis Power. No, I do not have a Berry Burst dauber, but I do have daubers. See if I can find those quickly. Yes, look at that. See, the tiny craft area. Daubers, and that's good because I kind of wanted to do Berry Burst. I think that would be nice. So I think let's do Bubble Bath maybe, and Berry Burst, and then do Fresh Freesia and Blackberry Bliss. So we'll do a couple, just for fun. Just because we can. Shall I do just a Berry Burst? We don't have to use these, but we'll just put it on here. Very light. I think this will actually look better if we add something dark to it. Not that that's bad look, just not really quite what I was after. So we'll just add some Berry Burst, and that'll just make it pop. So maybe we'll just kind of maybe like that. We'll see. See what we get here. Ooh, look at that. That was almost too much Berry Burst. So you need to be careful because the Berry Burst does really overpower. But I like it. I do like it. I do like it. Okay, let's try. Now, the other thing you need to remember is that you can only do this once. If you want another one of these with different colors, you should clean it each time because you will have the Berry Burst on there. And then if you go and put your Bubble Bath on, of course, you will get light and dark mixing again. So you just need to, and you can't be sleeping when you do this. So you need to pay attention a little bit just to make sure that you've got your light colors and your dark colors going in the right places in the right. I'm gonna cut this a little bit smaller. Silly way to cut that, but anyway, okay. Let's try this one with, what did we say, Fresh Freesia. And I suppose we could just do a Fresh Freesia here too, just to show you the difference between the Fresh Freesia and the Bubble Bath. Is that just for comparison purposes? Hello, Doreen, welcome. So there's Fresh Freesia. And it's nice, but again, it's they look so plain compared to the double color ones, don't they? I've spoiled things. I'm never going to want to do just a single color on these stamps again. So there's fresh freesia, and we'll bring in the Fairy Bliss. Now this will overpower quite easily as well, I think. So I'm just going to go down across the bottom a tiny bit, and then just gently add a little bit of extra down here and see what we get. I'm as surprised as you. I don't know what we're gonna get until we get there. Those are lovely. I do like them. Makes me kind of wonder if we should try one. Should we try one with lemon? I don't know. Maybe we should just do a couple more of these flowers. Well, I do have enough for. I don't really know what we're going to do. I was thinking I wanted to do something with leaves, so I was going to do something with this, but I don't know. I should put flowers on this, shouldn't I? I clearly didn't really plan this out. Okay, maybe we'll not worry so much about the card right now, but here's something else I will show you. Did I wash that last? Okay, should just do that before I forget. End up doing something unfortunate. Okay, so the other thing that I did want to share with you is I have to make something with that paper though, don't I? That was kind of the whole idea. Okay, so we're just going to do this fairly quickly. So this is vellum, cardstock vellum. And I am going to grab my Stampin' Blends. Big. This large vellum, this is not Stampin' Up stuff. This was just extra paper that I was using for underneath things. So what I'm going to do is get out my Stampin' Blend. So this is Dark Parakeet Party. I'm getting too many things here. Push a few of these things up. Wait a little bit. Okay, so I am just going to color Dark Parakeet Party and Lemon Lolly, Dark Lemon Lolly. My dice. Just kind of want to see what we have for leaves. Oops, it's not quite dry. They are alcohol markers, so they do dry quite quickly, but not instantly. Just gonna add some more. I don't know how this will show, but we're just playing around here and just see what we get. But I will also do some. Maybe I should do a separate piece here. So I have all the a bunch of the colors from the paper. So here's Fresh Freesia and maybe Fresh Freesia and Berry Burst. Let's try that. So I'm just going to color Fresh Freesia onto my vellum. And then I'm going to color some Berry Burst. And I don't know whether I had that Fresh Freesia large enough. Hopefully I did. Whoopsie. See, that's why you put down scrap paper. So I want to make sure that This will fit. This will fit. Okay, so I have these, and then if I do, what's this? This is light Blackberry Bliss. We'll give this a go. It's kind of like Berry Burst, isn't it? Maybe I want to go over it with the dark. Have it be a little bit different. And then there's the dark bubble bath. This is very light. But if it sits on top of the Blackberry Bliss, it will show up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to give those a moment to dry. I think the green one's okay. So we can start with the leaves. I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss machine. And it's down in here, and then I'm going to cut out this guy. He's just going to kind of cut wherever he cuts. Maybe we'll throw a little bit of this on. I don't think we have room for anything else, so we'll stop there. Just run through. So there's no detail in this leaf piece. It's just shades. See, shading there at all. It looks a little bit funny on skin tone, but there's that one. Do I have room? I don't think I have room to get anything else. I could do more, but I have to color more vellum. So we'll stop there for a moment, and we'll cut some leaves or some flowers here. So let's just find the picture. So, yes, this will fit in there. This will fit in here. Might even be able to get one of these little guys in there. Let's throw this on here. Throw this on here. I don't think I can cut both of these flowers at the same time. It's not it's not long enough. So, okay, so we'll just do that for now. I suppose I should cut out some of these dark ones as well while we're here, shouldn't I? I didn't use the magic of TV and get any of these things ready in advance. Perhaps I should have done some of that as well. But so you can see that when you layer this, and I don't know, anyway, it will make a flower. So, okay, but we have a little bit more to do because we have more colored vellum here. 2 more pieces for flower. See how far down it goes. We'll just kind of do this. Oh, one of these in. I'll just throw one of these in just because we have space on the vellum. We have colored vellum. We must use it, right? So, plus I always like to get my money's worth out of every crank in my cut and emboss machines. Quite often I will fill the cutting area, especially when I'm getting ready for a class class or an event or something, and I have lots of die cutting to do, I just kind of line up everything that needs to be die cut and make sure that every pass through is as full as it can be, so that I can get my tasks done. Okay, now this actually went over the edges a little bit, so it does look a little bit funky. Perhaps we may have to put, you know what? I'm just going to. This was blackberry. Use the light. If I could find where I put it. I'm just going to add a little bit of color to it because I think it'll just be better. It's like I could actually. So if you end up cutting and it's not quite right, you can go back and fix it. I've just proven that. I don't think I've ever done this, but clearly it works just fine. And just color the whole thing. It's easier to color it before, but clearly you can color it after as well. Okay, that will do. We'll just give that a moment to dry now. It's not be sticking our fingers in. Oh, I didn't cut any of these, did I? So well, that's in its thing. Maybe we'll just cut. One of these leaves, I can find done. There we go. Go to the picture again. And when you're cutting around something, sometimes it's a little bit easier if you put washi tape on it, which is why I have that piece of washi tape up there. But mostly I work on a prayer. A hope and a prayer. Just moved it, so maybe I should just give in. I'll try it. I don't get it this time. Then we will use the washi tape. What the heck? Can I get this washi tape off of here? It's been a while. Just give it a little extra nudge to hold it where we want it. Come on. Plates lined up. It's just hopefully it'll be better. There we go. Okay, and when you do that, you just need to be careful when you take this off. It is just washi tape, so it usually comes off quite easily, but you just want to go gently. Stick that there. Because, I'm just going to wing it again with this one. Maybe we can do both of these at the same time. I don't think they're too close together. I think I left enough space. Just maybe. I think. This is where I should have had that other little, but I have a center. I didn't end up stamping. I could stamp the center right now. It just looks like it almost needs something, doesn't it? I'm gonna put a gem there too. Oh, and that's where the gem goes. Okay. So here are, let me get the dies out of the way. Here's all our bits and pieces. Put all these dies on magnet sheet so that they don't get lost. Set that over there. And then I'm going to bring in, let's do, what do you think? We'll use some of this perhaps, or some of this. Very busy paper. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we will just use a portion of these. So perhaps on a, let's see, here's how you, here's my mental process. It's not always perfect, but so I am going to cut, I have a 4 1/4 card base where I have a bunch of white ones. We might just use white card base. So this is 4 1/4. So if I want something just down here, maybe just 2 inches, and then I'll layer it up. That would be 2 1/4. That would be 2. No, so let's do 2 1/4 and 2 1/2. How big is this? And then I sort of lay my fingers out. Okay, yeah, I don't think I want it any bigger than that. So I'm going to cut this at 2 1/4. I don't know, is this in your picture? Kind of is. So I'm going to cut 2 1/4, and then I'm going to cut this at 5. Could do it the whole length. Sometimes that's nice, but I'm going to do it like that, and then I'm going to get something to line that with. And we'll do this one the same, just because we've kind of got it going on this way. How's that? We'll make 2 cards, same layout, different patterns on top, different papers, and different stamping die cutting. We'll see what we're going to play. So then I want, now what do we think? Do we want dark? I don't have, not a whole lot of dark there, so maybe pretty peacock for that one. And what do we think for this one? We could go dark on this one with Blackberry Bliss, couldn't we? That would be fine. Okay, I have Blackberry Bliss here. I do not have a small piece, so grab this, and then we want this 1/4 inch bigger all around. So these were 2 1/4, so we'll make this 2 1/2. This is just standard border size, increasing by 1/4, and it was 5 long, so I'm going to make it 5 1/4 long, and my card base is 5 1/2. So this will just sit right on there like that. Okay, so far so good, looking good. Let me grab pretty peacock. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So I want 5 1/4. You want a half. Okay, so thank you for traveling this, joining me on this adventure, this path of going, I'm not sure where just yet. Okay, I'm going to adhere these because then we can kind of play with them a little bit and see what we want to add to them. Okay, my tape runner is in that pile somewhere. But look, I have liquid glue here. So we'll just use this. This will work as well. Just a moment to make sure I have it all squared up the way we need it. You give it a press on the back, you are less likely, I didn't say you won't, but you are less likely to slide it around. So pressing on the back is always what I advise, because the liquid glue does give you that moment to straighten it or realign things. It also means that if you press too hard on the front, once you have it in place, you could continue to slide it around. So just want to be careful about that. And that's why I suggest you give it the serious press from the back. So there we go. Okay, now let's bring in the card bases and we'll set these up and just see what we want to do to finish off the cards. I haven't done sentiments yet, have I? Alrighty then. So could add this, but I'm thinking maybe over here. Could just put this over here and then sentiment across there and just let the paper shine. Here we have a couple of flowers. Do we want to? Oh, I should show you what we do with these guys, shouldn't I? So we're going to actually, I'm going to use a blue dot. These are, maybe I want to use a glue dot, but I saw it here a moment ago when I was looking for my tape runner. I did. Let's see. I tie off the end of my glue dot with sparkly ribbon. It's wonderful when you're trying to find things. Okay, so you can just put a blue dot right on the back of this. Press that down there. Pull that off, and then this will attach onto here very nicely. And oh, look, I should have done it. Oh, maybe we'll have to put a gem in there. And let's just put this one on. Now this one we can probably put this in the middle because we put the light piece up and do one big one. Could do the big one and then put a gem on there too. Always good to be planning your gems ahead of time. I don't know which gems, but we'll find some because if you know me, you know I have a few. Okay, so we could do something like this. There's not a lot of definition to that. I'm not sure. Not sure what I want to do that. I don't think it's not quite what I was after, but this one's cute. Could put him there. I guess I could put this on here and then still add a gem. It would still have the definition. Let's put it back. Just might have been better been a different color, but it's not, so it will be the same color. Something like that. What do you think? I don't know that I want to mix these paper and this. I think I might keep it on them on here like that. Okay, so we need some sentiments though, don't we? I did not prepare any shapes or sentiments. What do we find? And nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Dies. Maybe some dies. We have some dies. You can never find things when you need them right away. Oh, maybe here. We can do this. Countryside corners. I'm just going to cut a couple of these and we will just make it work. Could do a large one. I don't have a large sentiment. Okay. I think these are both going to say you're the best because I think that's about what we have. Could do a color, couldn't I? Color border. Okay. I'm going to cut these and then stamp and hope for the best. This is why I wasn't sure I was going to get card made because I didn't have a lot of this stuff prepped, as you can clearly see, but now you see how it all comes together. There's always something good that can come out. Anything. That's stamped out of the way. There's one. Hopefully I don't mess it up. It's double-sided paper, so I can have a second try, but hopefully I don't need a second try. Through. The next size up in this is quite a bit larger, but let's just run through one in, just fits. Pretty peacock. A whole lot of jiggling. And oh, and well, okay, I think we're done with the wiggle jiggle. This up there, out of the way. That back on the magnet so we don't lose it. Okay, now wish me luck here. You're the best. Would happy birthday might fit. Ooh, could be tight. Maybe we'll go with you're the best. No pressure. Oh, good. First one worked. We'll get lucky twice. Pretty peacock. Nope. Two in a row. all good. Okay. Now, maybe I'll pop this up onto so this is quite large. And this is going to go in here. So let's just kind of slide this off. I'm going to put this down. If you are using liquid glue, remember you want to be frugal with it because a little does go a long way. It's really super sticky stuff. You don't need a lot. You'll get a good, secure stick. And if you put too much on, it will ooze out, and that's just not a good thing. Okay, so when you are putting your vellum pieces down, you kind of want to try and get your glue dot somewhere that is going to get covered over. So I've put this one just at the bottom. Now this one, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to need a couple. So I'm going to try and go where I have the double vellum, just so there's a little bit more color. And I'll go into the center here. Sometimes you can see your adhesive when you use vellum. So you just want to try and put it in a place where it's going to be less noticeable. So on this one, I'm putting it where the dark petals are and towards the middle. All right, and then let's do this. You want this flat or popped up? I think we'll do it flat. We already have it popped up on the sentiment piece. Let's put that on there, flat. Don't. This one we can switch it up, maybe. Let's see. We'll pop this whole thing up, put this on flat, pop the whole thing up. What the heck? Well, just to be different, right? We're going to do the same thing. Exactly the same thing, only different, right? Same layout, different different sort of finishing touches on things. And then this one, now this is paper, so you can just use glue for this one. I want this to come over, so I think it will be okay. I'm not going to worry about the stem because I know my sentiment is going to go over it and hide it anyway. Get some dimensionals onto here. And look, a little piece of cat fur in there. Surprise, surprise, right? Oh my goodness. Very late today. There we go. And, you know, of course, we do just need a few gems. What do we have here? Pretty peacock berry burst. So we, oh, Ooh, okay, here we go. These are lemon lime twists, but I think that they will go okay. And these are berry burst, and I think they will go okay. We should just see what's on the other. That's the 4 color. This is the 3 color. This has fresh freesia. Pink or purple? Maybe purple for this one, eh? Yeah, I think the purple. Okay. And what am I gonna? Oh, I need a little itty bitty, don't I? Kind of could use something in the middle of that. Something small. Maybe something like this. That's totally wrong color, but it's a good size. How about a brown center? Yellow center? Lemon lime? Maybe yellow, because we have little ones in there. And that'll kind of pick up the color in there, in the leaves. Now, just for the record, these are not the gems, okay? We don't have to count those as the gems. We're still going to put some of these on. I just don't know where. Oh, must be getting towards dinner time or attention times, because Oscar's coming to check out what's going on here. What's taking so long, Mom? All right, you're supposed to be done by now? There we go. Okay. Something all right. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Very loud here. Okay, so here's what we have. Get some of these things. So these are extras that we did, and they are beautiful. And they will end up in a card at some point somewhere. But oh my goodness, I can hardly find my mouse anymore. Okay, let's just come back here. There we go. So check out this paper online. It is beautiful. It really is beautiful. And I hope that you like the cards. I hope you enjoyed playing with the translucent florals. It's a fun bundle. So, but this paper, even if you don't have the bundle, the paper, it's gorgeous. And you can use it with anything. You don't have to have the bundle to get the paper. You could just get the paper. All right, get the whole thing. It's all good. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love having you along for the adventure, and I hope you will be joining me again really soon as we craft and follow another path. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome rest of the day. Bye for now.